As I mentioned, my name is Jenny Flanagan and I'm from Associated Hair Professionals. We're a new association supporting hairstylists, barbers, and nail professionals with business resources, marketing materials, and liability insurance. Annual membership is only $179 a year, including the liability insurance. For more information about our association, please visit www.insuringstyle.com. Today's presenter, Gary Ahlquist, is a salon and spa cash flow expert. He's been a business consultant in the salon and spa industry for over 30 years. This has given him much experience and knowledge, and he uses that to advise salon owners. He has consulted and trained over 9,000 salon and spa businesses throughout the country. For Gary, it's all about cash flow. He's fun, direct, results-oriented, and has great integrity. Without further ado, I present to you Gary Ahlquist.
Thanks, Jenny, and I want to welcome everybody. I love doing internet marketing webinars, so welcome, and we are delving into the new world of internet marketing. It is amazing how our world has simply changed overnight. And small businesses with salons and spas throughout North America, traditional ways of doing things through traditional marketing and traditional forms of advertising have dramatically reduced in effectiveness, and it is all gone to the cloud. It's all gone onto the internet. So I am privileged to be able to start to impart knowledge to you for being able to jump the gap and start to get your phones ringing with new clientele using all of the internet techniques. Today we're going to be talking about styling your social media and what is the role that social media has and can play in your business. So what we want to do is social media marketing. It's an exciting technology, and what I love about it, it is virtually free. And one of the transitions we've made from traditional to online marketing has been online marketing, for the most part, is free. You can generate business free. However, the trade-off is that it requires your time. Traditionally speaking, if you were doing advertising and say a newspaper ad, you called them up, bought a quarter-page ad, sent them the money, they send a guy out, he does an ad for you, you approve it. It takes you very little time, and you have advertising working on your behalf. With internet marketing, it requires a time commitment. It's low cash, but high time commitment. There's a lot of moving parts to internet marketing. So that's the trade-off. However, I love it when you don't have to spend cold hard cash to generate business into your salon. Now, the interesting thing about all internet marketing, and particularly social media, is it really can be tapped now into this device that we all carry around called a mobile phone. You know, these little mini computers that we all have, and you know, everywhere we go, we got to have our phone. Where's my phone? And you grab it, you're doing things on it, checking email, notifications, checking your calendar. You know, you've got text messages coming in and going, and people are doing internet searches. An interesting statistic, more people in the month of March, the survey was taken, there are now more people doing an internet search using their mobile phone than using a desktop or a laptop. 52% of all internet searches are now being done by phone. So it has become a pervasive device that we all use. So we want to start off first of all and gather a little of information. Jenny's going to take our first poll to find out what your habits are in using your device. So let's move on and see what question number one, which is going to be the following: what following do you do with your phone? So Jenny, if you will take it away and conduct our poll for us, I'd appreciate it.
Perfect. Thanks so much, everybody. If you can type your responses into your box. We actually were playing with the poll right before we went live, and it closed it and deactivated it, and there's no way to activate it again. So if you wouldn't mind just typing your responses into the question box on the bottom right-hand side of your control panel, we will read those off.
And if you use more than one of these listed, just say more, you know, how many of them. You could even say I use 3 of the 5 or 4 of the 5.
Looks like the biggest response so far is conducting internet searches, checking
Okay.
email, and then we've got also access social media accounts is the third highest response.
Okay. Wow, I'm surprised we didn't get any coupon shoppers or shopping online. All right, very good. Now let's go on to our next poll question. How many social media channels do you use? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 social media channels? A channel would be Facebook. Twitter is a channel. Social media channels. How many do you use?
All right, and this poll is launched. So for this one, you actually just need to click on your screen how many social media channels you use, and it'll filter through the responses. All right, we have an evenly divided, Gary. 50% say 1 and 50% say 2.
All right, very good. Well, that's quite telling. So thank you for your responses. Gives us some good insight on that. And there are several ways to use social media for marketing. And what we're going to do today is we're going to explain the effective role of social media in your overall internet marketing campaign. All right, it's a lot of people are just trying to use social media as their internet marketing strategy. And I want to debunk some of the myths and give you the reality. So I feel that when we're faced with the reality, we will make good decisions. So we're going to pursue that, but it's going to be in conjunction with the overall internet marketing mix or strategy. All right, here are some of the ways you can use social media. You can create consistent and frequent conversation with your clients using social media. You can educate your clients using it, make offers of services and product specials. You can make announcements. You can entertain people. You can direct them to other internet medias, your website, Pinterest, YouTube. You can attract new clients and much, much more. Now, what I want to say is the reality of social media has to be taken into the context of all internet marketing. So what you see on your screen right now, I use the pyramid as my avatar, which is the new lingo for the word logo. And in my logo, it's significant because you have to have a firm foundation, then you build upon it to the pinnacle at the top of the pyramid. They've also found that the pyramid is the most stable, longest enduring man-made structure ever. We are finding pyramids that have been made thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years ago. So that is the symbol of it, to have stability and growth within our business. When you look at an overall internet marketing strategy, this is the strategy that my company, Pyramid Marketing, uses for all salons and spas that we have as clients. It's on the foundation of reputation marketing. That's using review sites. Google, from May 30th to July 12th, has made 37 changes in how they post results for an internet search. When you do a search using Google or Yahoo, the way they used to do it is now completely changed. The number one thing they're looking for is reputation. And then the next important thing is local maps marketing. So if you've ever done a Google search and you have seen, well, matter of fact, let's just give you a quick look at this. Let me do a quick search here, and let me just pull up hair salon. All right, I did a Google search for hair salon. You see this map that jumps up, right? That's local maps marketing. Google will only post 7 local businesses for the category. In this we're looking for the category is hair salon. You want to, in your internet mix, you want maps marketing, because if someone is putting in your area hair salon or massage or facials, you want to be in the top 3 on this list, because it has been proven that they get 60% of all the phone calls. So this is the next layer, is that we are using MAPS marketing on top of reputation. Let's go down the list here and show you, for instance, here is a City Search. This salon is here because of City Search. That's a review. You go down to, let me go down further. Here's we're still on page 1 of a Google search. Here's a salon, Yelp. That's because of a review. A review is reputation. Google takes that very serious now. Reputation and local maps marketing. All right, let's go back now to understanding this. So on top of the reputation, then the maps marketing, then you have video marketing. When you do a Google search now, you can also put in hair salon, and on that page I could have clicked on video, and it would have had videos that hair salons have done. You have image marketing, which are pictures. There's also an image tab on your search engine now. And then there's website marketing. Website marketing used to be the single most important thing. They call it authority. And now authority is further down the list. Websites are now further down the list. And what Google places in high importance is reputation, then maps, then video, then image, then website. All of this to generate new traffic. Social media marketing, and here's where I want to debunk the myth. It is not effective, yes it can, but it's not that effective in generating new traffic into your business. Social media marketing is the most effective for when you create new clients, that they will then follow you on your social media and you can continue the conversation. Back in the old days, which was like 3 years ago, back in the old days, when you got a new client came in, you did their hair or you did their facial, they would leave. You most likely would not hear from that person until 6 weeks later when they came in to get their color touch-up, or unless you sent them a letter. Today, you can keep in touch with your clients almost on a daily basis through social media if they're following you. So I want to keep this in proper perspective. What is social media best for? It is best for having clients following you and being able to continuously and frequently understand the conversation that you're putting out. Let's look at a physical salon. Here's your physical salon on earth. And I want to give you an understanding of the big picture of what's happening. All right, now everybody is in the cloud. New terminology for internet or online, the cloud. So the object is to build a salon in the cloud. That's what you call your website. Matter of fact, I do website development, and I call the company Web Salon Sites. It's a web salon. It's your salon on the cloud. And you want to build a website that tries to emulate what you do in reality, on Earth. So that means you want videos. Do a salon tour. Have live video bios of each of your staff members. Do before and after pictures. Do a bio of actually how you're braiding hair or doing hair extensions. Make it interactive and alive, as if they are in your salon watching people do the work, or walking in and meeting the people for the first time. That's very important, and that's your website marketing. Then you add the social media element. All right, so you have your YouTube channel, and you have your Facebook, and you have these various social medias. So what happens is these clients that are coming to you are now coming and following you on these social medias, and you can keep driving them to your website, but you can create a conversation here. You share with them, they share with you, you post something, they make comments, you thank them for the comments, you ask them to share back, they put up something, everyone else that follows sees it, and everyone gets into a conversation. You use the analogy of before there was internet, how did we all socialize? I remember as a young child, once or twice a week, all the neighbor women would come over to my mother's house and they would have a coffee clutch. They'd sit around, drink coffee and chit-chat and gossip and have a grand old time for like an hour, hour and a half. I remember guys used to hang out at the local barber shop. They were socializing, meet up with their buddies. I've got some golfing buddies at a sports bar I go to. I go down there, you know, on the weekends just to say hi to them, and we watch a little golf, and, you know, we're cheering people on. I'm socializing. Socializing has now become an internet activity to where you don't have to physically leave your home. You can pick up your cell phone, or you can turn on your computer, and you can socialize with people, and they're exchanging pictures and baby pictures and videos and laughing and hey, I just did this and what do you think, and there's social activity, and that's the nature of it. So therefore, by nature, it is people of like minds and people that like each other who are following each other for the conversation, so it's not likely by nature that you're going to get a lot of new clients. I will enlighten you, however, onto some techniques of how you can do that. And one of those techniques is encourage your followers, your friends, your clients, encourage them to bring a friend to your coffee clutch. Encourage them to bring a friend over to your Facebook and get involved in the conversation. It's no different than having a gathering in the evening of some neighbors, and a neighbor comes and they have their sister with them. Say, hey, my sister's in from out of town, and I hope you didn't mind me bringing her. No, come on in. And then all of a sudden, this brand new person is involved in your little social group. You can do the same thing. Always think of how you would do it physically, socialize physically, and apply it to the internet. Another element of internet marketing is blogging. Blogging creates link backs to your website, which increases authority and gets you a better placement on the Google, on the search, and particularly page 1. That's where we all want to be. So blogging is an internet activity that we must, absolutely necessary, we get involved with. Then the third element is tying in mobile marketing. I just did a webinar yesterday on mobile marketing and how it plays in. Mobile marketing is taking people with their cell phones, enabling them to scan a code that drives them either to the website or drives them to a YouTube video, which could be a salon tour or a bio of your staff. So these are the key main component parts. And if they scan this, they go to your website and they like you, they'll come to your salon, then they'll follow you on your social medias. So you see all of these interact. That's why I wanted you to see you don't just want to have your social media stand on its own as your internet marketing strategy, because you're going to be sorely disappointed in the results. Today we can stay in touch with our clients more frequently than in the past, and it's for free. All right, and that is the role of social media. Be social. And they'll bring friends and they'll tell people about you, and you'll build a follower. What social media channels should you use? Here they are. These are the biggies. Now there are now estimated over 125 social medias online. These are the 6 that you want to use for your business. These are the 6 that the ideal salon client engages with or interacts with. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, Panoramio, and YouTube. I've also listed them in the order of importance with Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and then Pinterest. If 1 year from now, if I was sitting here and we were all here together, this list is going to look different. Pinterest is going to shoot up that list. Twitter is continually shooting up that list. Facebook is starting to lose people because of all of the changes they made, but it still ranks and rates as the #1 most used social media. LinkedIn, you don't want to do LinkedIn unless it's just you using it as a professional, linking with other professionals. Most people use LinkedIn, they're networking with professionals, and what it's doing is help people with job searches and things of that nature. It's not really a social media for the type of client you want. I want y'all to jot this down on your paper. Let me give you the single statistically proven ideal client for hair salons. Working women 40 to 65 years old. They represent 83% of all the money that comes into salons. That's 83% of all the money that comes through your salon. If you did a statistical analysis of your clientele and your revenue, your cash flow, you would find that 83% of the money that you bring into your salon is coming from working women 40 to 65 years old. And these are the medias that they interact with. Pinterest is a big one, and I'm going to show you some Pinterest boards here and how you can best use that in your social media strategy. So you can be styling with social media. Panoramio, some of you most likely have not heard of Panoramio. It's new on the scene. It's been around over a year. It is basically like Instagram or Photo Bucket. Instagram and Photo Bucket are sites where you post pictures. We use Panoramio for all of our clients for one reason and one reason only. Google owns it. And because Google owns it, if you have a Panoramio account, they will give you preference on your listing in a Google search. Please also note, Google owns Google+. That's their answer to Facebook. It is growing in leaps and bounds. It looks very similar to Facebook. Google also owns YouTube. Many people don't know that. They've owned YouTube for 6 years. If you have YouTube videos posted, you're going to get preference on a search engine. So of this list, Google owns 3 of them. Google+, Panoramio, and YouTube. All visually driven. All right? The key to social media is frequency and consistency. Now, I am presently following 1,450 people throughout the world. And I can clearly tell you, and my client is salon owners. It's not your client, but I want to give you a valuable lesson. The lesson is that of the 1,450 salon owners that I follow, there is a very large portion of them that they will, when they decide to post something on Twitter or Facebook or Google+, they will tweet or post 6, 7, 8, 9 things in a row. Like right coming across my feed. It'll just be, you know, boom, that's all I see is them. Bing, 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 right down the list. And then I don't see a thing from them for days. Then all of a sudden, oh man, they're sending, you know, here's all the links to my new Pinterest postings or pinnings. Bing, 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 you can see a whole list of them. That's inconsistent. What you want to see is when I'm looking at my feed, I follow certain people, and there are certain people that have really something interesting to say, something I learned from, things that I really want to tune into. I want to see something from them every day. I'm on it every day. Most of you are on your social medias every day. And that consistency and frequency is going to lock in your followers, and they really engage with you. But if you're inconsistent, then you have difficulties and people don't tune in to your message. So frequency and consistency. So wait a minute, let me go back here and just point out here, can you see by the lack of frequency and consistency here, can you see how it's hard to establish a community of followers that are having an ongoing conversation, keeping them engaged in your message? That's why consistency and frequency is so critically important. All right, let me give you the strategy now for tweeting and posting. Tweeting for Twitter and posting for Facebook and Google+. Monday through Friday, here are your ideal times. You want to tweet and post 7 a.m., one again at 11 a.m., one again at 1 p.m., and again 7 p.m. in the evening. Don't do weekends. Now, if you're on, on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and you're on there and you want to tweet, that's not a problem. What I'm saying is, from a business strategic point where you are communicating with your following, Monday through Friday are the peak days, and these are the peak times for you to be seen. Now, it's not a difficult issue with Facebook because of timeline, and people can go on it and they can see what you've posted, and they'll scan down and they'll see, what you posted the last several days. But with Twitter and Google+, for instance, it's a live feed. So for those of you who are on Twitter, you're going to follow what I'm saying. For those of you not, really kind of hear this message, is if I go on at 11 o'clock in the morning and I check my Twitter, and all the people I'm following, I will see on my screen, I will see who's tweeted all in the last, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 minutes. And I can scroll down the screen a little bit, and I can see what people said an hour ago. But if I haven't been on it since 7 a.m., I miss everything from when I get off, let's say 7:15, up until about 10 a.m., anything people said or tweeted, I miss it completely because it's a live feed. See, Facebook holds that information. You can go and scan it. So that's why you want to, when you're tweeting and posting, Google Plus is a lot like it too with a live feed, and it doesn't operate like Facebook with a timeline that you can go back and check what people said yesterday, last week, last month, etc. So that's why you want to hit your peak times. And what we do for our clients is I have a very, very cool piece of software that I invested in that I can do an analysis on their following, and I can tell them what days and what time of days the largest portion of their followers are online and engaging with Twitter or Facebook or Google+. Now, my particular clientele, when something about Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. is when 22% of all my followers, I'm up to about 600 followers, all right, 22% of those 600 followers Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. are online with Twitter. So you got to understand that that's when I put a lot of effort into what am I going to say, because I will get the biggest audience and how I can engage them to follow me and keep tuned in to my messages. So we can do that. We can provide you with information of what your peak ideal times are for when you do your posting and do your tweeting. All right, the next is use pictures for at least 50% of your posts on Facebook and Google+. At least half of all your posts should have a picture associated with it. Facebook is basically a visual medium. Now, the other 50% can just be regular posting. You know, hey, what do you think of this? Or I'm having a contest. Or, hey, I just heard this joke and I wanted to share it with you. But if you will do 50% of your posts with a picture, when you look at your Facebook timeline, the eye is going to be attracted to those pictures, and it's going to walk them through it, and they're going to be reading, and then if it interests them, they'll read the other posts around it. So you'll get good coverage. The next is consider using Hootsuite. That's pronounced Hootsuite, like an owl. Hoot, hoot. Hootsuite is a social media management tool. It is a toolbar. And I'm going to take a moment here and pop my Hootsuite up and show you exactly what it looks like. I use it to manage my clients. Here's Hootsuite, and it's was sleeping there a little bit, but it's repopulating now. Since I woke it up, it's repopulating all my feeds. And on my dashboard here's 30 unread messages. So you can see here what happens is this is live. Every time something's posted by one of the people I'm following, you know, this all moves down. So, but I can scroll back a good portion. All right, this was posted at 12:19. See, I can all the way go down to here, and I can pick up some, but if I haven't been on it, I'm losing some of it. So I can manage my following. I can manage tweets that have been retweeted. I can put in all my tweets in advance. I go up here in the message area. I put my tweet. I can send it to Twitter. I can send it to Facebook. I can also go down here and pull up my my Google Plus account, and I can do a message, and I can have it distributed to all three of these top 3 social medias: Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, all at one time. I can put my message in, and then I can hit the scheduler, and I can say I want this to go out Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. and then I click schedule. And I can stack up a week to 2 weeks worth of a strategic predetermined set of messages, and it will schedule them here, and I can always see I just got back from a trip, so I have now run out. So that's what I'll be doing this afternoon. I'll put 2 more weeks worth of tweets and posts, and I'm engaging all of my medias all at one time. The interesting thing is you can get a free account with Hootsuite. I have a paid account because I manage many different salons and spas, but you can get one, and it limits you to how many social medias you can do. But for an individual business like yourself, you will have more than enough to be able to do it. Then I scroll over here. I also have here my here is my Facebook stream, my wall post, my events, and then here is my Google Plus stream. So I don't even have to go into my individual accounts. Everything that's being posted right now in Google Plus, it's all right here for me. Everything on Facebook, it's all right here for me. And it manages, it consolidates, it saves you a lot of time. So it's called Hootsuite. Go to hootsuite.com and you can get a free one. So I hope that helps you, because that's going to give you tremendous ability for you to cut down the amount of time. Use Twitter to build following. Facebook and Google Plus, people are going to follow you or like you that know you. Twitter is really cool because you can use Twitter to attract people who aren't your clients. And when you build a following on Twitter, you can then invite them to come over to your community of clients on Facebook and Google Plus. So I use Twitter for all of my clients to build following. Now here is one of the strategies, and there are several that we use, but one of the strategies is right here. Let me full screen this for you. Follow and be followed. And what that means is if you go out and follow your ideal client, right? Let's say you are in Denver, Colorado. So you go on to Twitter, you look for women that are approximately in that 40 to 65 age group in your area, whatever part of Denver, Colorado you live in, and you get to their Twitter account and you follow them and you look at who follows them and you follow some of their followers, because they're, birds of a feather flock together kind of thing. So working women 40 to 65 years old in Denver, Colorado probably know a lot of other working women 40 to 65 years old, and they're probably all following each other on Twitter. So I go and follow some of those people following a person. Now, when they see that you're following them, there is a courtesy that some people adhere to. And that is, if you follow me, I will give you the courtesy of following you back. Now, here's what I have found with all of my clients that I do this for. Of all the salons and spas that I do this for, we are running right now at around little over 18%, not quite 20, but about 18% of the people we follow us back. So if you go out and follow 100 working women 40 to 65 years old, 18 of those women will follow you back. You just increased your following by 18 people. That can all be done in about a day or two. So if every several days you go out and follow 100 women, every couple of days you can add approximately 18 followers to your Twitter. And as you build it up, I just took a client, brand spanking new internet marketing client, and in 10 days, I took them from 0 to 95 followers on their Twitter account. Now, our goal is when we get it to 300, we're going to do an invitation campaign. We're going to invite them to come on over. Say, hey, come on over to Facebook, man. We got a great thing going. Good dialogue, great pictures, see our before and afters, and people out of curiosity will come over and look at your Facebook. If they like what they see, they'll like you. Now, our people on Facebook aren't just all our clients. Now we've got a percentage growing that are not clients. Now they start hearing the clients raving about you. They see you posting before and afters. They see clients making comments. Hey, that's my next door neighbor. I brought her to your salon. You see, you get that conversation before you know it. Now some of these people say, you know what, I ought to check these people out. So they go to your website. And down the road, you have a chance of getting a new client by using that strategy. The next very important thing for tweeting and posting, this is a strategy we've created for consistency and frequency. I'm going to share it with you. This is kind of inside information. This is not something I would broadcast to the whole world, but you were kind enough to donate and give up your time to learn. I'm going to share this with you. It is called the Rule of 20. Use the Rule of 20 for tweets and posts. And let me show you what that Rule of 20 is all about. You want 4 tweets or posts per day. You want to do that each of the 5 business days per week. So that's 20 tweets, 20 posts. So it's 20 tweets on Twitter, 20 posts on Facebook, 20 posts on Google+. And if you use Hootsuite, you're really only doing 4 and you're sending it to all 3 of them automatically. So 4 a day times 5 days, that's 20. Now here's how those 20 break down. You want 4 humorous tweets and posts, 4 personality, 4 informational, 4 engagements, and 4 promotions. And I'll explain that very quickly. But here is the real reality of the matter. Don't get caught in the trap like many small businesses, particularly salons and spas, who they're only using social media for business. So what they're doing is every time they tweet and every time they post, they're selling you something. You know, hey, stop in to get a manicure. You know, I'm unfollowing salons that I'm following. I'm unfollowing them after a while when I see the ones that all they do is they're selling all the time. They're driving me crazy. I say, all right already. Do you got anything to say, though? You know? Let me know a little bit about your personality. Are you funny? Are you boring? Well, you know, what kind of person are you? What kind of culture is at the salon? Is it friendly? Is it warm? Is it formal? Is it stuffy? What is it? But every time when I'm seeing a post and it's gone, well, you know, we got a buy two get one free retail special, and the next tweet says, you know, it's we're coming into the fall. Moisturize your hair. We've got a special on our deep conditioning hair treatments. And the next post is, just got the new fall makeup line in. We're running 20% off through Saturday. Then you get another post. Oh, Betty called in sick. We have an opening 4 o'clock this afternoon. Call and get 10% off. Be the first one. It's on and on and on like that. It turns people off. So here's the key. You've got to have a strategy and a method for tweeting and posting that is a social thing that people enjoy, that people get sucked into, hooked into, want to follow it. And here's my rule of thumb. You've got to earn the right to promote. You've got to earn the right for you to be able to try to sell something. If you will earn the right, your followers will look at your promotions and consider them. But if it's all they see, it's just noise to them, and they're going to unfollow you. So here's how we've broken it out. 1 out of every 5 tweets and posts should be funny. You know, let people know the kind of sense of humor you have. You know, my sense of humor is not going to be like yours. There are some people that are just generally hilarious people. I'm not one of them. I have an off-the-wall, wacky sense of humor. And people that know me, they tell me, you are hilarious. But it's because they get me. They get my humor. Sometimes I'll be around strangers and I'll do my kind of humor, and they look at me like, who let this wacko in the door? You know? But that's the way people are. We attract people who get us. And you have a different sense of humor, and somebody else on the phone has a different sense of humor. Let's let that out, because there's enough people to go around. And let's find people that appreciate our humor and let them see we are fun people. Then 1 out of 5 tweets ought to be, or posts ought to be, personality. Let them know a little bit about yourself. I personally, you know, I tweet about golfing, you know, so all of a sudden I've had some people that, you know, they'll start tweeting me back and they'll go, hey, I'm glad to see that you're a golfer. You know, I was getting ready to go on a trip 10 days ago. I was gone for 8 days. And I did a quick tweet. And it said, going out to San Diego on business, but I'm going to have a chance to play golf, and I am going to play all the way right through the 19th hole. And I got to tweet back and go, man, if I were you, I'd start at the 19th hole, because golfers, they know what that means. The 19th hole is the bar at the end of the 18 holes of golf. You see, that's part of my personality, part of my humor. And there were people that got that. So you want to let personality out. And then you want 1 out of 5 tweets, or 4 out of the 20 in a week. You want informational. Give them good information. Let me give you a quick tip here on information. I had one I saw the other day that just grabbed my attention. And it said, this summer when you are swimming in a chlorinated swimming pool, always have a bottle of club soda with you, and rinse your hair immediately after you get out of the pool. It takes all the chlorine out. Now, I've been in the beauty industry for 37 years. I have never heard that. And I said, that is a great piece of information. So there's all kinds of tips and tricks and strategies for beautifying hair and skin and makeup that you all possess that women just love. Go to the newsstand at the grocery store and read the front covers of all of the magazines, the Cosmos and all of the Oprah magazine and all of that stuff. Read what's on there. It's all tips. 5 tips to do this, 5 ways to catch a man, 10 ways to make your eyes pop out. People eat that stuff up. So you have the greatest source of information being beauty professionals. So give them this great information. It gets them hooked and want to know more. Oh, that's good. And then what happens? They start retweeting it, or they'll repost it to their followers because they'll think it's so good, they want their people to see it. Now they're exposing your material to a group of people that could potentially start following you and potentially become a client in your salon. Oh, this is good stuff. I love it, man. Internet marketing excites me to no end because it is a new frontier, and aggressive decision-making salon owners that get on it, get doing it, learning it right now, the world is your oyster, because there are a lot of people that don't have a clue and are petrified by it, and they're going to be sitting in inactivity for the next year or two. The people that jump on it, take advantage of it, learn to perfect it, you are going to soar in your business. All right, the next 4 out of 20 are engagements. Engage your people. Get them to do something. So there's 3 basic things we use. Take a survey, run a contest, and ask a question. Take a survey, run a contest, ask a question. Just simply asking a question. Hey, how many of you are unhappy with your hair? It's something that simple. And you'll get people going, man, I haven't had a good haircut in 4 years. You know, you'll get information, you'll get feedback like that. That gets them engaged in you. And then, after doing all of that, you've earned the right. So 1 out of every 5 posts or tweets, do a promotion. Tell them what you have to offer. Invite them to come in. Give them a guarantee. And you will build a happy following of believers in you, in your social media, you in your salon. Finally, in all of the social medias, you want to drive your followers to your visual channels. So tweet and post things that will have a link to your website, to your Pinterest board, to your panorama pictures, to your YouTube videos. Make sure you're putting a link in there, because that link is going to get them to now engage with other of your social medias. Let me look here. Follow me on the screen here at my Hootsuite again. Let's look down my Twitter following here. Let's go down. Here's the, let's see here. What do we got? I'm just scanning here looking for links. Here's one right here. House of Tin Salon. Who wants to guess what happened to this? Well, what? It's curiosity, right? And here's a link. pic.twitter.com. It's a picture. So you click on that link. They've got me engaged. There's a picture. All right, so you want to have links periodically in your social media, and you'll see people on here that will have links to their Pinterest boards. Let's see if I can find any Pinterest boards here. See, all of these are links. All these bit.lys, they're all shortened URLs. So let's just take art hairstyles. Let's see, art hairstyles. 16 must-see beach wedding hairstyles. Wow, that's anybody interested in those wedding hairstyles? You're going to get those potential clients. You get them hooked on the bridal scene. There's a link. It goes right to a blog. So you can do that for yours as well. So I just wanted to quick jump in there and show you that because you want to drive them now to your visual channels. Visuals is growing on not only social media but throughout the internet in just epic proportions. And I want to give you this statistic, and it is this. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, matter of fact, Jenny, let's get them to put this in the chat box. All right, guys, here's what I want you to do. In your little chat box on your dashboard to the right of your screen, I'm going to ask you to answer this as you think about it. Answer it, and let's see what people think, all right? And I'll shout out the answers. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, what is 1 minute of video worth in words? Like if it would take you 1,000 words to describe a picture, how many words would it take you to describe 1 minute of video? If a picture's worth 1,000 words, what's 1 minute of video worth? What do you think? Let's get people to chat back.
60,000.
Okay.
We've got 6 million.
Wow. Okay.
600,000.
600,000. Yeah. Anybody else?
Nope. Looks like that's it.
All right. Very good. Good guesses. I want to give you an acknowledgement for that. Well, statistically, it's been proven. I saw this about 60 days ago, came across one of my feeds from some of the experts that I follow in the internet marketing world, and 1 minute video is worth 1.8 million words. And I tried to get my mind wrapped around what 1.8 million words is, and it's a novel. If any of you readers out there, it's one of those big novels that you read. And think about the hours that it takes you to read a novel. That's what you can do in 1 minute of video. And that's why everyone's going towards video. I know I find myself more and more doing it for education and constantly my own personal development. I'd rather sit online and watch a 30-minute video than to buy somebody's course and have to read and all of this stuff I got to do when I can just watch a video and I get the same information a lot quicker. So it is powerful. So use your social medias to drive to your visuals and particularly your Pinterest account. So I want to show you now. Here is one of my clients, and you're welcome to write this down. It's right here at the bottom of the screen, pinterest.com/beautybarteam. And while you're at it, go ahead and jot down this other one, pinterest.com/MiaBellaTucson. And these are two of my clients, and I'm using them as an example because they have done an absolutely exemplary job. Some of the best Pinterest boards that I have seen, and I have looked at hundreds of salons, and they're doing it all right. They're doing it all right. And just look at those stunning visuals. You can't help but want to just read what this is all about and click on some of these boards here. Both of these clients of mine have given me permission to share their boards with anybody in the industry they want to give back to the industry. So I'm telling you folks on the phone here today, set up your Pinterest account, go to these, and if you like some of these pictures and you want them on your boards, you can go ahead and repin them to your board. I love what Amy, one of my clients, said. She's one of these accounts here. She said, you know what? She says, they're in another city in another state. They're not here in my city of Emporia, Kansas. She goes, I'm happy to share because we're not competing against each other. I'm competing with the people in my little town of Emporia. So, man, they can go and share and use and repin all they want. So that's a very giving attitude. So take advantage of that. I want to show you one other one here. So let me jump back online here. And let's go to going to go to Pinterest, and I want to go to the Mia Bella one. All right, Pinterest, and where's Mia Bella? Pinterest.com, Mia Bella Tucson right there. All right, and here's another exquisite, just you look at these things, and you know, both of my clients have used this wild hair color board, and it is amazing when you see it. You just want to go in and look at that board. And here's one of the secrets to Pinterest. Make sure you spend a great deal of time constructing your message, your description under each of these pictures here. All right, now, and I'm working with my clients all the time on this. So like right now, I would tell Marilyn here, who this is her boards, I would tell her that this is a nice picture, but just putting yellow doesn't cut it. You want to put something there like check out this great yellow hair. We do this with our clients, and we have a specialist. Her name is Marilyn. Ask for Marilyn at Mia Bella. All right, so it gives a plug to the salon. It gives a plug to a stylist, or if you do a skin board, to an esthetician or a massage board. And if I want to post on my social media, I would do something like, let's take this wild and crazy picture here. You click on it, and now you just have the picture, right? So you go up into your browser window here, and you see right here, this is your URL address right there. This is where this picture lives, at that address. Just like you have your home has an address, and if you gave me your address, I could get to where you live. This is the internet address. It's called a URL address. You just highlight it, copy it, go into your Hootsuite, do your message, and you would do something like this. Check out this crazy hair. Crazy hair. And then I just paste in that link, and bang, I send it, and I'm going to send it right now to all my following. Send now. And there we go. It went to Twitter and it went to Facebook all at the same time. That's simple. So check that out, and you're going to have, you've already been given a lot of strategies, a lot of tools for you to make social media very effective for you. And I wish you all the best on that. It's an exciting media for your business. So what I want you to know is that there's several things you can do. You could keep trying to make traditional marketing work, and there are people out there determined that there's a way to make a newspaper ad produce more clients than what it's been doing, or yellow pages, whatever. Or you can do like a lot of salons and spas. They're using Facebook, but they're thinking that they're really engaged in internet marketing through social media by just using Facebook. It's very limited. You've got to have a lot of engagement, a lot of activity on a lot of fronts on the internet. You could learn how to master online and mobile marketing like I have. I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars and thousands of hours to learn it. It is a time-consuming venture. I pretty much have spent the last 18 months of my life mastering to become an expert at this for my services and my division that I use to do this for salons and spas. Or you can hire an internet marketing company. I went on and did a Google search, and I found that out there in the real world, for a small business, internet marketing services are running at, on average, about $1,500 per month. So these are some of your options of how you can handle building yours. I would like to invite you to sign up for my services. I specialize only in the beauty industry, salons and spas. It's called Pyramid Marketing. You get social media marketing. I do your Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, and you get analytics, which is reports of showing how well it's doing. I do the blogging for your website. We are heavy into reputation marketing, managing your reviews and citations online. Now, citations is a term that Google uses. It's real big with Google. A citation is your salon name, your formal salon address, it's got to be exact, and your salon phone number. That's called a citation. Google, when you do a search, Google looks for how many citations you have on the internet. It's like credits almost. You know, if you've got 50 and your competitor has 60, they're going to rank higher than you on a Google search. So we do this for our clients. We manage their reviews and we distribute citations throughout the internet, always doing reports and analytics to find out how we're ranking. So if we need to get more citations out there, my team goes to work getting citations out there, maintaining my clients on the first page of any Google search. And we also do and strategize your QR code mobile marketing. We create the codes, we offer management advice, creativity for campaigns, and we provide you all the analytics for that. So we are fully engaged in doing all internet marketing for your business. Instead of the thousands of dollars and thousands of hours to learn like I have, here's my simple offer to you. And let me preface this by first saying to you, September 1st, I am dramatically increasing the service fees for this service, and I'm doing it for one reason. I'm adjusting it because of the enormous demand. So if you'd like to take advantage of this long term, it's locked in for as long as you have the service. And basically what you're going to get is you're going to save $298 on the setup charge. I'm only going to offer right now $199. I charge $498. And the monthly service fee is $509.50 per month. I'm offering it this limited time for those of you on the phone for $398 a month. So we'll get your accounts all set up, and if you already have some, we will optimize them for $199, and then it's $398 a month. That'll save you $111.50 each and every month using the service. You can either email and contact Jenny, or you can email me direct at gary@salon-cashflow.com by tomorrow noon to reserve your spot as a client. After that, it is no longer good or valid. If you have any questions, you're very interested, feel free to email me your questions. As long as you start a dialogue with me, I'm happy to answer questions to help you make a good and sound decision. So I hope you'll take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. I've got a great team of people. We are super excited about the results that we are getting for our clients. So I want to thank you very much for attending the webinar, and I'm now going to turn it over to you, Jenny, for you to close us out.
Great. Thank you so much, Gary. That was very informative. Hopefully you'll all be able to hit the ground running with this very quickly and start putting this into practice. As we promised, you are going to be receiving an ebook that sort of complements the content that Gary covered. We are wrapping that up right now, and you're going to receive an email in the next 72 hours with the link to this recorded webinar, as well as where to download your ebook. The ebook is going to be a really great resource for you just to kind of guide you. It'll go a little bit more into depth about how to set up your social media channels and how to just kind of get going. But I would encourage you to also contact Gary for his services, as this is what he does day in and day out. And of course, I have to put in a plug for Associated Hair Professionals. If you're a booth renter or a salon owner, definitely take a look at what we have to offer. Our entire focus is supporting each of you in your business, and we do offer a free website that comes with your membership that can integrate your social media links right into it. It's super simple to use, but again, we also offer many other benefits to kind of help you take your business to the next level. A membership is $179 a year, so that's really a steal. So
It is.
with that information, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for attending today, and look
Hey,
for the link with the recording and the link for the ebook to come within the next 72 hours.
hey,
Thanks so
Jenny.
much.
Do we have a couple of minutes so we could take some questions?
Oh, yes, we can do that if yep, there's still a few people on that can ask. If you
Yeah.
have any questions,
Yeah.
type them
Just
into
put.
the chat
Yeah.
box.
Chat them in there, and I'll be happy to answer anything. We covered a lot of information. I'm sure some people have some questions. Shoot away.
That's a great idea, Gary. We may not have any questions. Anybody else?
Maybe they're formulating the question because we still have several people online. Let's give it another minute.
Thanks, Melody. Melody says you did a great job of covering the topic, Gary.
Well, thank you, Melody.